What are you eating there, ketchup boy?
I can't. Hold on. My fucking goddamn house.
This kid's always got shit going on. So Guy has some information to share with us today.
Yeah, I'm on a podcast. What do you want?
And I have some information to share with Guy.
There we go. I'm at my parents' house because my floors are getting redone.
Nice.
Yeah.
It felt like old school. Ma, get the phone.
No, nobody's here. They took
Where's
my
the meatloaf?
They had the kids.
That would be him too.
Yeah.
Yelling at his
100%.
poor mother. Let me start this off with a bang. I've met your parents a million times. They have to be the sweetest, gentlest, nicest people I've ever met. How did they create such a fucking monster? What happened?
It's like the peas in high school. Like 2 black peas sometimes give you a red pea.
Yeah. I've never seen either one of them even like remotely raise their voice or like,
Then you don't know my mom or my
so
dad.
calm. Well, obviously I'm not in everyday situations with them, but they are not remotely like you. Every time I'm on the phone with you, you're pulling over someone to beat them up. So I need you to answer.
I taught a lot of lessons in driving.
Guy, who the fuck is this?
I have no idea. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, who is it? You better answer. You better think.
Let me say, click the button. It's black.
What do you mean?
It went away, Jose. There you go.
Okay, it's definitely not Michaela, so I don't know.
No. Who is that?
No clue.
Yeah, well, she said that she DM'd me and said that she has a little baby with a beard, and it's from what year?
What?
Yeah. She said that you won't take her calls anymore. No. This is a friend of ours, Taki, that you roasted. He made this.
Oh man.
This is a female guy, Cisternino.
So I'm gonna get bit in the ass because I did Fuad's podcast now.
Yeah.
Jose, show him yours. Show him female Jose.
Because you roasted our friend Taki.
I don't like doing that, but they ask, you know.
Hey, mine's pretty hot. Look at this.
Who's that?
That's a female Jose.
Like, you got a big forehead?
No, it's an actual app. You put the picture in of the person, and they turn it into a female.
Is that really you?
Yeah, you know what I'm a little pissed, though, is that she's a fat bitch. They could have made her at least thin.
Well, think about it. If you didn't bodybuild ever, you'd be a fat fuck.
Well, I am.
That's what I'm saying.
And look at Nate's skinny little secretary dork.
I look up with Nate as a girl.
Yeah.
It was like a little stripper with glasses.
That's what I said. I go, you got the dirty secretary. I got the fat.
I would get like a buck-toothed redneck chick with no teeth.
Your ex-girlfriend? What?
Yeah, one of them.
It's somewhere down the line. So,
Yeah.
guys, this is Nate. I don't know if you've ever met Nate. Have you ever met Nate?
I don't think so, no.
So Nate is a Jay Cutler Classic champion, light heavyweight. We're moving him up to the heavyweights.
You coach him?
Yeah. And he would smoke you, Guy. He would smoke you. That's what
Everybody would smoke me.
What happened?
I don't know.
All right, so listen. Nate has something to ask you about guitar.
Well, we'll get to that. I do have to give Guy props on the. I don't think I would smoke him. I think someday maybe I can smoke him. But
I'm at my end of my rope, buddy.
Guy gives me hope. Guy gives everybody hope. He's like the Ron Jeremy of bodybuilding. Of like, if Guy can do it, we can do it.
That's right. That's a great way to put it. But not only it gives you hope that not only can you make it, but you can succeed
with shitty genetics
and do very well. Yeah, you're living proof that if you bust your balls and you believe hard enough, you can get there.
Took a toll on me, but yeah.
Who would have thought 13 years ago when you were rubbing oil on my glutes? Yeah, backstage.
Nate, let me tell you a story about this asshole, okay?
Yeah. I'll tell you. Guy comes up to me backstage.
Wait, no.
2007.
He goes like this after the show. After the show, he goes like this. He comes up and he's like, hey, Jose, nice to meet you. He was like, you should be proud. You took second to me. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Exactly. I had to bust his balls because he came up to me first. He was like, hey, everyone's telling me I should introduce myself to you because it's going to be me and you. And I'm like, who the fuck is this kid? I'm like, all right. So then, you know, he's staying right by my side watching me do side raises, all right? Watching me.
Little exaggerating, Nate.
Everything I did, he got next to me and did it. Then he starts a fight backstage with this guy, a local competitor that I know. Physically wants to fight the guy backstage. What happened? He bumped into you?
I walked by, and his arm hit my arm,
Yeah.
and he was like an old guy with a ponytail. And he did like one of these, like, what, where the fuck you're going? I turned around and I was like, what are you worried about oil for, motherfucker? I said, you didn't even get fucking first, second, or third call. I said, get the fuck back in line.
Yep. Oh, it was a riot. Like, we were right behind the curtain ready to walk out. And guys throwing F-bombs and fucking. I'm like, all right, I'm definitely winning this one. Guy's too busy beating people up. So then, of course, after the show, so meanwhile, that was my 8th national title.
All right, yeah, you have to throw that in there?
Yeah. Well, this will explain the rest of the story. Guy was throwing shit backstage.
Nate, no, I didn't.
In tears.
No, I didn't.
Crying, calling his mother. I can't believe it. This fucking guy beat me. And I go, I'm like, take it easy, kid. I'm like, your first national show, right? First time doing nationals or USA or nothing. First time. Out of the gate, and you get to play second to me. I'm like, you should be so proud. And yeah, it
was the most backhanded compliment I've ever got in my life.
I wasn't sure if he looked at me like if he wanted to fight or if he didn't know what to think of it. But those
I
were
think
great
you like
times.
you're a douchebag.
Yeah. It was on purpose though.
Yeah.
So I wanted to discuss that guitar thing.
Yeah, I heard you say on Fuad's podcast during this quarantine time, you started taking guitar lessons. How'd that come about?
I'm a big country guy, man. I love country music. I'm like love country, and I just like kind of fucking bored, man. So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking buy a guitar and fucking figure out how to play this thing. So I bought a guitar. My buddy's son is phenomenal singer, phenomenal guitar player. So we take lessons online every, once a week, a couple times a week.
What's the first song you learned?
Oh, it's just brand new. I didn't learn any no songs learned yet.
Deep Purple.
What?
Picture guys sitting around doing like Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks.
No, if I could do it all over again, I'd be a singer. Hands down.
Not a bodybuilder?
No.
You could be like Danzig.
Huh?
What's his name? Glenn Danzig?
Yeah.
He was jacked. Andy sang.
I don't know. I think the singers got it right, man. They sing. Nobody name somebody that actually hates a singer. People hate bodybuilders. Nobody hates Jason Aldean or Eric Church or bodybuilders. Everybody hates.
Yeah, that's a good point, Guy. You want to be loved, go into the seminary.
Yeah.
Don't worry about being hated on. So Guy, Nate is would you call it a professional guitarist?
Really?
Now, so yeah, I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. That was like all I did forever. Went to college for it and got out, was in an original rock band, in wedding bands. And up until like a year or two ago, I was playing wedding bands every weekend. It's only when I started doing the bodybuilding thing with Jose, I'm like, man, I don't have time for this shit. I got to wear a suit all day, go down to Martha's Vineyard, do a 12-hour gig to make $400, carry all my food with me. Like, forget it. I don't.
Not worth it.
Yeah. But up until a couple years ago, every weekend I was gigging. Even now, like I'll gig.
If you wanna teach lessons, let me know, bro.
We'll do something. Let's we'll work on something.
I'm having a problem with my fucking wrist. Like
I told you.
Saying I'm not holding it right. My fucking wrist kills me.
Yeah, you're gonna be all contorted and be like, eh.
You know, you gotta take your wrist like up and over to like reach this. It's not easy.
Right. Yeah, I think you should give it up.
This stuff is so hard to learn when you're older. Yeah, and there's not, I'm saying to Jose, there's just nothing more emasculating than like a big dude struggling to hold down a guitar chord and strum it.
I had to learn it. I had to tune it with a tuner. Like the app on your phone, like where you hit the string and it like lines up the right chord.
Yep.
I'm learning. I'm a work in progress.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. Will you put some stuff on Instagram of you playing?
And singing. Fuck it.
You gonna sing too? I've seen you sing your country shit.
Might as well.
You're never on tune and you never know the words.
First of all, that's because you're watching it on fucking your Cricket wireless cell phone.
Yeah. So that means
I'm on fucking beat like.
You're not a musician. I want to see you. I want to see you play guitar.
When I actually learn how to fucking do it, you go.
All right, so you have some news to share with us.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
About what?
One, you were back in the emergency room yesterday.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with you?
This COVID knocked me on my ass, man. Fucked up everything.
So what was it? You said your leg's killing you.
I had COVID back in March and April. The beginning of June, I went to the ER because I had a blood clot in my right leg. I was training at a gym in Queens a couple times, and then I was training another time, and there was like trying to, you know, like some of the leg press machines, how when you rack them, you can pull it up or down. Like it's almost like a dip bar behind the machine. We like there's a leg press machine that we have that you have to. There's two handles. You got to pull them up and push them down to lock it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I got up from the leg press machine, and I slipped, like back, and I took a step backwards with my left foot, and with all my might, my left calf went right into the handle of the leg press machine, and it looked like somebody put an air pump in my calf. My calf exploded. Bro, it looked like I had a softball in my calf.
Jesus.
I was like, son of a... I thought I went down like a ton of bricks. I thought I tore my calf right off the bone. It hurt that bad. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in the gym my entire life. Went home that night, iced it, heat. Woke up the next day, couldn't even walk. Could not even put my foot on. It was fucking excruciating. So iced it, ace bandage, iced it, nothing. It was not getting better. Went to my hematologist because I was like, I bet you I gave myself another blood clot because you can do that. So I went to my hematologist. They did an ultrasound. Leg is clear. Came back home. And I'm sorry, went to an orthopedist. And then, I went to orthopedist after the ER. So I came home after I saw the one doctor. And then my aunt was home at my parents' house because they were having dinner. My aunt is a retired nurse. And she was like, Gaetano, you got to go to the ER. I was like, why? She's like, your calf looks really nasty. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. She's like, you need to go. I'm like, I really don't want to go to the ER. She's like, you need to. I go to the ER, and they chalked it up as cellulitis.
What? So did that happen prior to you whacking it, or?
No. Well, the doctor. Speaking of which, I said it. I didn't take my medicine. The ER doctor said that you have bacteria on your skin, right? And he said when I hit it as hard as I hit it, he goes, you can cause trauma to that area and kind of push that bacteria into the skin, and it gets absorbed in the muscle and causes an infection. So that's essentially what happened.
So you're on medication for cellulitis? Antibiotic?
I'm on Bactrim.
I don't know what it is.
Bactrim is what I'm on for the cellulitis, and I'm on Xarelto for the blood clot. I got to be on that for about another 5 weeks because it's 3 months. It starts at 30, then it goes to 20, then it goes to 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my life since this COVID.
I was on Eliquis after my surgery, after my replacement.
Why?
For
clotting. I know, but did you have a high hemoglobin or hemocrat?
No, they just do it for
precautionary.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sorry to hear that. I can't. Are you feeling any better now that since you got the antibiotics?
Honestly, the worst part is my back because I threw my back out twice that same week.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get an MRI, but you know how insurance are. They want to. I pay $700 a fucking month for Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I got to go through hoops and ladders to get a fucking MRI.
Yeah, it's got to be under your umbrella. Bro. You got to see the doctors they want.
The crazy part is, ready? I went to a spine doctor and my orthopedist, and all they do. Well, my orthopedist, it wasn't his fault, but I've been on oxys for a week, so I can't walk.
Yeah, be careful with those things.
Dude, they make me feel. I actually said, I don't know who I said it to. I don't know how somebody gets addicted to them, because I take them and they absolutely help me walk because I can't. The pain is excruciating in my back. But I feel like complete dog shit when I take them. I fucking sweat. I itch. I feel nauseous, but I can walk. But I don't know how anybody gets addicted to that stuff because it makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, that's all part of the master scheme.
Yeah.
It gets itself so it's physically addicting. You can't live without them.
Yeah, like today, I haven't taken anything today because I got to drive to my house in a little bit, so I can't take that and drive. I'll be fucking driving on the road like an idiot.
Yeah. So, speaking of driving, you're going home to do a yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to ask you. You can't discuss.
No, not yet. No. Yeah, no.
Okay.
No. I signed with the new sponsor, and they're going to announce it this week. I think on Monday. So I got to do some content. Blah 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 blah. You know, because everybody knew
What kind? Are you going to be training or?
Some shit lifestyle, and then some stuff in the gym. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
exciting. It's like a teaser video, so you're not going to know who it is until the end.
I think you're pretty easy to figure out.
Like I'm jacked, sexy, and fucking awesome.
You look like Osama bin Laden.
Hey.
And they'll be able to tell if they show you from the neck.
Listen, you don't even have color in your beard when you grow it anymore, so don't even come at me with that shit.
Mine's completely.
You grow a beard, it's straight fucking snowflake white.
Yeah, it looks like yours.
I got some black, bro. Still, I'm surviving. Still, I still got black.
That's the beard polish your company gives you.
I'm not fucking Charles Dixon. I don't rub that shit in my beard.
One night, I'm on the phone with a guy. He's combing it, blow drying it, putting spray in it. Like he used like 4 different products on it, a blow dryer. What is going on with you?
I gotta look good.
You gotta look good. So what are you gonna?
If I don't brush this and blow dry it when I get out of the shower, it's all tangly and curly. It doesn't stay straight if I don't do that because my hair is curly.
Right.
That's a whole thing now on social media is the beard care regimen. Whether it's like Julian Edelman or Dan.
I know all of a sudden these guys that are football players grow a beard and they're like the beard connoisseurs all of a sudden. I'm like, get out of here.
Oh, yeah. They're the real deal with those beards.
I'll fucking put on the pads and run every one of them over.
This is why I have you, guy. I want to hear some more nonsense. Tell us more.
What do you want to know?
Who's going to win Tampa, 2-12?
Who's in it?
George.
Who else?
Santi's in it, right?
Santi, George.
But for bodybuilding or classic?
Bodybuilding.
212.
Well, he was classic last year.
Yeah.
So was George.
Yeah. I would have George. I mean, I like what what's his face's physique?
Santi,
Santi's physique.
he gets shredded.
He gets peeled. His arms, his like arm ratio throws his physique off a little bit. He almost has like his arms. He's got
Very
big
short.
biceps, but he's got short arms, so it makes him look a little weird.
But he's such a good poser that he knows how to minimize that effect.
So you got George, him, Santi. Who else?
Yeah. I don't know, Nate. Have you seen a list? There is no list out.
There's no list. I've seen them. I'm trying to see if on Santi's Instagram or something. There's like 4 guys that are all like friendly shit talking each other that have confirmed to do it. I don't know.
I would assume it's going to be stacked.
George Peterson has a great physique, but my only problem, and I don't have a problem with George, every post that I see is the same thing. He posts the same back picture.
Yeah.
Like all he does is post pictures of his back. So, and he's got that wide lens to his camera. Like you could tell, it's like a bubble.
He had Per Bernal do it for him.
Yeah. So everybody thinks he looks great. And you know as well as I do, he does. He should be a bodybuilder, not a classic guy. But it's going to come down to he's tall, he's lengthy, and he looks good by himself. How is he going to look up to somebody who is 5'5", 5'4", and weighs more than him?
Yeah.
Because he's 5'7"?
At least.
Yeah.
I seen a post. He's 216 right now, 3 weeks out, and they're going to feed him for a couple days. And
let me ask you, did you know what he normally competed at? His weight?
190? Or 190 something? Yeah.
If he was 190 and he's going to be 212, it's like, did he really gain 22 pounds of muscle?
Well, it's not that he gained 22 pounds.
Well, I'm sure he sacrificed muscle
anymore.
to make classic.
Right. He was cutting muscle to get there. I mean, years ago, he competed as a heavyweight before he got into classic.
Yeah.
So it's not that he put muscle on. He just didn't lose it this time.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be.
He's got a great physique. How old is he?
I want to say late 30s. Maybe.
Nice guy. Yeah. Nice guy. Great physique. I never really see him training besides like what Justin posts, but
yeah.
He's a crazy physique.
Yeah. He'd be hard to beat. I'm with you though. Like when you see him, how would he appear next to someone 3-4 inches shorter than him that's the same weight? He's still going to be nasty.
Yeah,
he's going to be.
I think he's going to be a little straight up and down, like length. I think he's going to be a little lengthy on stage, like stringy.
Well, maybe his experience with classic will help him with his presentation to stand out a little more.
Yeah.
Yep. That's interesting. What do you think about what's his name? Who's changing as well?
Keon
Pearson.
He's not competing now, right?
This year he's not?
I don't think so.
So he's one who's shorter, like probably 5'5".
Keon's got a great physique. He's got crazy genetics.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Crazy.
Big round legs, real crazy round.
Crazy vacuum, great arms, great back. That's why I got to call. I'm at the end of my rope, buddy. These young guys can have it. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah. How old are you? 37?
38.
38. You're just getting started, dude.
That's because you turned pro at 34. I turned pro at 26. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. I had 10.
They were giving out pro cards in 2007 for second place. I would be a pro at the same time as you.
Right, but that's useless.
I know.
Second place.
I know. I never understood that, but I mean, I understood why.
It'd be interesting to see how many second place guys have gone on to do well.
I couldn't think of any.
I can't think of any, period.
No. It's hard for me to think of guys that actually won a national show that turned pro that made a splash. There's like select few and far between.
Well, it takes time, and by the time they do, you forgot where they placed.
Yeah.
So, Nate, what other questions you have for Guy?
Yeah, so Guy, obviously you're sitting out till the Olympia, right?
Yeah.
what's the game plan right now? Are you just focused on fixing what's broken and being healthy? Or are you trying to make improvements to certain areas right now, or is that just not in the cards while you're dealing with this stuff?
Well, I came off of everything because of the blood clot. Because obviously, anybody that knows anything about anything knows that any kind of PED is going to cause thickening of the blood, right?
Or they say so anyway.
What?
I said, or that's the common belief.
Yeah,
there are a lot of doctors who will contradict that.
Yeah, well, just to play it safe, I just decided to come off, and a lot of guys come off and they'll run a 5, 6, 700. I run nothing, zero, zilch. Right. So I was up to 231. I'm down to like 210. But I think the Xarelto makes me lose weight because I'm eating so much shit throughout the day just to maintain my weight, and it's like I look like I'm dieting for a show. So the plan was to be off for 8 weeks and then do like an 8-week run, 8 to 10 week run, and then be about 13, 14 weeks out from the O and then run right into the O. So do like a little off-season blast into the O, trying to bring up my back. My arms don't look the same because of the surgery. They don't have the peak that they used to have, so it's hard to bring back
Let me see it.
When it's just not the same.
Which one?
Both of them. This one's worse.
Do it again. No, flex it.
You're such a fucking piece of shit.
So what's going on? Are you in contact with Chris still every day, or did you take a break?
He's the best.
He's awesome.
The best.
He cracks me up. Sends me videos of his baby.
Does he ever the best when he died when I'm working with him for a prep is he'll like call me and be like, "Guy, what did you eat today?" And I was like, "What? Don't you have to diet in front of you?" Yeah, but I want to confirm that you know what you're eating so we're on the same page. I'm like, "What?"
Well, either that or he's in his car and he doesn't have it with him.
Yeah. He's a great guy. People can say what they want about him.
He carries an old briefcase with handwritten everything.
With manila envelopes in them.
Right. So if you don't have that with him in his car, he's got to ask you.
He, a lot of people can say what they want about him. I mean, you worked with a couple other coaches, as have I. He's hands down, I think, one of the best coaches and guys in the industry.
Without question.
Him and Charles Glass are two of the I love those two guys to death.
Yeah. So are you sending them pics still, or do you just say?
No, my off season, I sent them one set of pics right before I came off to see where I was at, and I was like 228 or 231 when I sent them those pictures, and he was like, "We got to get to 238," and then I got the blood clot. So
yeah,
that didn't happen.
Guy, who'd you work with before Aceto?
When I turned pro, it was with Dave Palumbo. Then I went to Neil Hill for a show. Then I went to Factory Mubarak. And then in 2013, I went to Aceto, and I've been with Aceto ever since. 7 fucking years with that dude.
And what's the difference? The main difference?
Communication. And I want to say, I'm trying to think of the word. He gives everybody equal opportunity, meaning if he's got 5 guys in a show, he's not spending an hour with one of them and 10 minutes with the other 4.
Yeah.
He makes sure he divvies up his time, and he doesn't. I never feel like he's playing favorites at a show.
Right.
Whether I'm winning an Olympia or I'm taking 6th or last at a show or 1st, he is still like if we don't place where we want in a call out, it's like, okay, well, let's try something to fix it for the night show and see if it works, because we know, we're maybe 2nd or 3rd and we're not 1st, so we got to try. So I like that about Chris. Chris is he's very fair, and he's honest, and he's one thing I like about Chris too is he's not really emotional. Whether you win or lose, he doesn't really change his emotion.
Yeah.
He doesn't get overly excited, and he doesn't get overly pissed off.
Right.
And I like that because I'm used to I'm very emotional. Like, you've seen me fucking get pissed backstage.
Yep.
And you see me be happy backstage. So it's like, But Chris actually was the one that kind of leveled me out because I'll go back to my room sometimes and like get my ass kicked, and Chris will be like, "Oh, it is what it is." I'm like, "Yeah, nothing you can do."
You know what I find with him is oddly I trust his intuition more than anyone I've ever met. Like
His gut instinct.
Yeah, he'll tell you too. He's like, I don't know why, but it's something just telling me to do this.
He told me to take stuff one year, or take a diuretic or eat something, and then he was walking out of my room, and the door was about to shut, and he opened it back up. He goes, "What did I tell you to take again?" And I was like, whatever. The quarter of Diazon, and he's like, you know what? Do that. He's like, my gut's telling me to do that. He's like, he goes, I always go with my gut first. He's like, so yeah. He's like, I said to do that. He's like, do that. I'm not changing my mind.
It sounds like voodoo.
It does, but it like freaks me out.
Yeah. No.
But he's the best.
He is by far.
Because you worked with a bunch too. You worked with Farrah.
Well, George is the only. I did 2 shows with George. And then I did 1 show with Kevin English.
What show was that?
The New York Pro, when I beat Flex Lewis in 2011.
How was that?
Huh?
How was working with Kevin?
So it wasn't. It was more of just advice, wasn't like Chris send me pictures every 12 minutes,
Yeah.
More. Because I was very new to the supplement side of the game.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know you turned pro natural.
Right. And Kevin was obviously more experienced than me. And, when I had told him what I was doing, he's like, what? And he's like, oh, let me help you out. And
I remember you calling me and talking to me back in the day.
Yeah.
Asking me questions.
Yeah. Well, it was all new to me, and.
But look, I was talking. Who was I talking with? Flex the other day.
Nate, are you frozen too?
No.
Guy, where are you going? Go sit back down.
What? You got bad service?
No, you do.
Oh, I can still see and hear everything.
Yeah, we can't see you. We can't. All right, what were you saying? You were talking to Flex?
I was talking to Storm. Come on, inside. Yeah, about like how we all met when we were younger and shit, and like when we were amateurs, and now it's like 13 years, later we're still fucking like, some are still competing, still close friends. It's like it's crazy how in like a blink of a fucking eye, 13 years just shotgunned by us.
Crazy.
It's insanity, bro. It feels like I could recall every Olympia I did and being backstage with you or whoever it was, or like it's crazy that it's been 13 fucking years that this shit just flew by us.
Well, this is all stuff that people don't know about. How we would make a circle and all lay down head to head backstage, sharing.
Somebody
stories.
just asked on the gas page this morning when I was doing their podcast. They asked me, "Is there anything that happens backstage? Like any like funny stories?" I was like, honestly. I was like, me and Jose flipped out on one guy at an Arnold one year, and Jose like fucking ricocheted a water bottle like off the fucking floor to hit the ceiling. And that
guy, yeah.
You fucking freaked out, Dad. You freaked out.
Yeah, it was backstage at the Arnold.
This guy was there one time and never again, right?
Yeah, he was a loser, and
he was rushing us to line up.
Yeah, we had no oil on us at all.
None.
Because they were like, all right, 212, you got 10 minutes. So we start trying
30 seconds later, line up.
Yeah, not even a minute. And he's like, everyone line up. And we're like, whoa, we got to put some oil on. And he's like, put that down, yelling at us. Like, no, you're going on stage the way it is. Or if you don't like it, we're like, dude, you obviously know nothing about a bodybuilding show.
And you obviously don't know who we are because you're about to get your ass beat because you're pissing fucking 15 212 bodybuilders off who fucking are ready to kill you.
I fucking flipped.
You lost your shit.
I threw the bottle of
oil. Yeah.
It went flying, almost hit the guy.
Yep.
And then he was overly aggressive with us,
It was
tall,
like
fat guy.
Yeah.
And we look like Oompa Loompas to him, so he's like talking to us like we're kids.
Yeah.
It was just.
I'm like, dude.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you talking about me snapping backstage, buddy?
Oh, that was the only time. What year was that? 2017?
Was it the year you won?
No.
Who won that year? Ashkenani?
It was that year. Yeah.
Then it was 15.
Yeah.
Because you won 16?
No, I won 15.
You won 15.
Then
it was 16.
No, Hide won 16. And I was second. 17, Ashkenani won. And I was...
No, Kamal won.
Third. No. Kamal won...
Kamal won in 18.
18.
Oh, that's the one I didn't do.
So officially, the 212 Arnold has had a different country win every year.
But then they canceled it.
Yeah. But isn't that a little questionable?
Yeah.
You have a different country with mostly the same guys doing it? So you had Wales.
Remember the one year we did it and we thought it was going to be between me and you? And it was between David and Ashkenani?
That was the year. No.
Remember that? Remember me and you looked at each other on
that.
stage and you were like, I thought it was between me and you. I go, so did I.
That was what year when Kamal won?
He said it was 18. I only did the Arnold, I think 16 and 17.
Yeah. So it was
No. I did the Arnold 3 times. I took fourth, sixth. My last year I was shot. I got sick twice. I lost so much weight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you had those bruises all over you, the burns.
The burns.
You still got it. Holy shit!
I got them all over me.
That's not healed.
They said it could take years for the skin pigment to change. I got them all over me. I'm covered in them.
What caused that?
It was a phototoxic reaction. Pretty much, I took medication because I was sick, or it was either that or a diuretic, and I went tanning, and it like cooked me from the inside out.
Oh.
I was in the hospital for 5 days.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, so yesterday or a few days ago, Nate sent me a video of Nick Trigilli discussing Sean Roden, saying, "Yep, Roden's definitely out."
Sean sent me that fucking screenshot and I go, "Is that true?" He's like, "No, bro." I'm like, "Oh."
That's why I brought it up, because I figured you would.
Sean said it bullshit. Sean said that's not true at all.
What did I say when you sent that to me? Same fucking thing.
Yeah, complete bullshit.
Oh, Nate?
So I wasted 15 minutes of my life watching that damn video afterwards. It was so stupid, right? I was like, all right, does he have inside info? And it was just solely based off of Stanimal.
It's a theory.
Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So if his training partner moves to another state, he's not going to do the Olympia without having his training partner around. Therefore, he's not doing the Olympia. That was the whole point of the video.
Yeah.
That's because Sean moved away from Venice.
Yeah.
Sean is near his daughter now. He's closer to
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara, yeah.
So a little more north.
Yeah. Just like an hour and fucking a half from Gold's.
Yeah.
You know, so. But I talk to Sean all the time.
Who does he train with up there?
Well, but during the COVID, he's been training with one of the gym owners and his girl, Laura.
Oh, okay. So still no, not that you know, but isn't it unbelievable that they're not doing anything? It's like, it's hard to
fathom. Yeah. I know. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. And they're blaming it on COVID, that they're not putting a rush on it? Wouldn't you think this would be important if he was such a bad guy as they're trying to paint a picture?
That's why I think, it was how many years ago now? 2, 3,
Over
2?
2.
Yeah.
2.5?
Yeah.
It's like, I think this lady's gonna, this lady is gonna be fucking in some serious trouble when this is all said and done.
Well, I think if it's proven, then she should do time. She should pay a fine.
You know what I said? if she gets if this is what we think it is and it's bullshit, then whatever sentence that Sean should get, they should give to that fucking bitch.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that's bullshit. You don't get the fucking. Because first of all, she's gonna get in deep trouble anyway for lying and falsifying fucking police reports and perjury and whatever else. But she's already.
You've also taken a possible couple $1 million out of his pocket.
Sponsors another $400,000 for the Olympia because let's be honest. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Brandon.
No, but he likely would have won.
Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have gotten bonuses. He would have had appearance fees. He would have had contracts. Mm-hmm. You're talking in a 2-year span, that could be a couple $1 million.
Easy couple million.
You know?
Sorry I'm moving around. I'm getting ready to drive to my house. So.
Take your shirt off. Hit a front double. Why do you have to do that with your eyebrows? Back up and hit a front double.
Hold on, I bend it over. I'm going to fucking break my back.
Show us your glutes.
You want to see my schmeckle?
Let's see the schmeckle.
I don't know how far down you guys can see because I definitely got to put underwear on.
We can't see it.
You should all see
it even if it was close up.
You would know. You'd have to see. You'd have to be floor level because it hits the floor when I take my pants off.
It's only 2 inches from the floor. From my knee.
Hey, speaking of penises.
Yeah.
Which is kind of gay. Question for you.
What?
Do you ever tell the story on here about how I had to stick my fucking hand in your asshole?
Why don't you tell us?
Why don't you set it up?
All right. So back in 2012, we did the Olympia, and 3 days later we flew to India.
Yep.
And so you have up, down.
And then we went to Britain. It was Britain that happened.
I know. I'm getting to that. But you were preparing for a show, so you swell up a little bit. You got to take a mild diuretic to get the water out of you. Then you get dehydrated flying back home.
Yep.
And then it was time to fly to England for the British Grand Prix. So I took a little bit of like a half an aldactone on the flight to England. And we get there. Me and Guy are roommates. But it's like a condo where our bedrooms are right next to each other. So it's like 3 a.m. And we're going to get so many hits from the Bears. Bear fans. Yeah.
Bear fans?
Yeah, I'm going to put this on bearfans.com.
Is that gay? Is that a gay site?
Hey, gay lives matter.
I didn't say they didn't. I just asked a simple question. See?
Well,
see how people all met? See? If I said that another way, I would have been. If that was about something else, I would have been called a racist.
Yep, you are. So anyway, we land in England. We go to bed that night, and now I'm severely dehydrated from 3 weeks of this nonsense. But I think I'm fine. It's like 3 a.m. and my whole body locked up. My hamstring was completely locked in my sleep.
Nate, he's not kidding. I mean...
Oh, gross. It got so bad. Like, if Guy was not there, I guarantee I would have had a stroke or something.
You would have definitely fucking had a heart attack or something.
Yes, because as he's helping me, my face, my neck started cramping. And I was, like, stuck like this. Like,
so, Nate, all of a sudden, it's like 3 a.m, right? And all of a sudden, I hear fucking, like, somebody scream bloody fucking murder. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, Jose, I was sponsored by BSN at the time. So, they paid for my room. So, I told Jose, I'm like, dude, fucking stay with me. Like, let's room together. Like, there's no point for you to get another room. So, Jose's like, fuck it, I'll stay with you. So, I was, like, at the end of the hallway, my room, and then if you walked out of my room, right to the immediate left was Jose's room. So I hear just fucking absolute screaming, like somebody's fucking stabbing him. So I jump up and I fucking kick his door open, and he's laying there, bare fucking ass, naked, with his hand over his fucking schmeckle, screaming. And I looked over, and his hamstring was the size of a softball and was like in his ass. And I was like, so I just jumped on the bed and took my fist and I was drilling it into his hamstring. And he's like, he's like, I'm okay. I jumped on him again.
Release,
and I'm like, you fucking owe me for this. You fucking owe me. Because my hand was right by his ass. I'm leaning over, so his ass is here, and he's trying to like cover his little pecker so I don't see it.
I was just holding on for dear life.
That was probably one of the most funniest, memorable things I'll never. I actually have a video on my phone. Do you remember we went out that night after the show and you got fucking hammered and you had to be up at like 3 o'clock for your flight? And I woke you up and you didn't know what the fuck was going on. You were so wasted still.
Yep. And
I have that whole video of talking to you. You're like, did I roll my ankle in my sleep?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, my ankle was killing me.
Yeah, you're like, did I roll my ankle in my sleep? But I said
something that was funny. Something like...
I have the whole thing. I'll send it to you. It's hysterical.
Did you take pictures? Were you taking a picture of me? Did you video me?
I filmed it.
Yeah. No, I said that to you, though.
Yeah, you go, are you filming? I go, what? You go, are you filming or filming me?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Guys, so he's told me that story before, and a bunch of these stories, you guys all travel together, and just the amazing camaraderie, right? Like you guys are going to be battling it out on stage, but you're painting each other up, all the bonding experiences.
Yeah.
Do you find that still goes on with the new guys, or is that dead at this point?
Nope.
Well, I touched on this before in that like Guy mentioned earlier, we all came up together.
Give me your opinion.
I think it's because we all came up together. Like we came up through the amateur ranks, then we slowly came up through the pro ranks. So we had so much time to spend together, whether it was at amateur events, and
we had a lot of those tours that they don't have anymore.
Right. I mean, we've been to India together,
Czech Republic, Italy,
Yep.
Korea,
everywhere, dude. It's crazy. Australia.
Yeah.
England. It is pretty crazy the amount of the world that we got to see together.
But the way the kids are now, and I call them kids because they're fucking kids. If you're 24, 25 years old, you're a kid.
Are you working at Home Depot? What are you doing?
Dude, it's my back, bro. It's the only way I could walk normal.
Wow. So go on.
I mean, they didn't come up together, but I think with this new era of kids, people get mad when I say that. And they're like, oh, well, I'm not like that. I'm not saying everybody's like that. But there was a level of earned respect in the industry that we had for each other that doesn't exist amongst that crowd of guys.
Yeah.
Like, Nate, I could easily lose to Jose or Flex or David, and that you would never, ever see me be pissed off about losing to them because they're my boys, and as much as I wanted to beat them on stage, I was actually okay losing to Jose, okay losing to David, okay losing to Flex. There are some people I was never okay to lose. Like, I was never happy that I lost to Ahmad Ashkenani. I never thought he deserved to ever beat me or Jose or a lot of the other guys. Is he a bad competitor? No, he's fucking amazing. I just didn't think he should have beat me, especially in 2016. I thought I was going to be top 2 or 3 at the Olympia, and they gave me fucking 8th place. So it's like, it's not those guys. I don't think understand that, because if you take somebody right now and tell them they're not going to win the Olympia, they're not going to have the same attitude that me or you would have had back then.
Right. I think we were also all agreed upon building that division together, whatever it took. Well,
that's where the disrespect comes from, because these guys like to run their mouths at the OGs of the fucking sport. And it's like, well, if it wasn't for us, motherfucker, you wouldn't have a sport to represent. So,
right.
We built the 212. The 212 started what, in 07, the year you turned pro?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
How much of this is you think the social media of some of these younger guys just getting gassed up by their fan base. Like Jose's last Olympia in 18, I went out there with him, and I remember leading up to it, he was getting hit at from you had Dwayne Quamina putting those stupid videos out, trash talking all the OGs and doing side-by-side comparisons, right? Like, here's a pose of me beating Jose. You had Lunsford doing these crazy gym shots saying, I'm coming to win this thing. And
that's why
none of them were tested. It was just all shit talking.
That's what I always tell people. Yeah. Like, I think part of it is to get a little hype, which I understand. And I think the other part is, come on, inside. I think it's a way for them to feel better about themselves, because I think it's an insecurity thing. Because if you look at guys like me, guys like Jose, like Flex, you're not going to really see a gym selfie or progress pictures, because we very rarely did that. Because now that social media is at hand, it's like, I don't like to give fans the final product until the final product is ready. Now, I'll post progress shots after and comparisons, but during my prep, very rarely do I do that, because I don't find I like to have the wow factor. It's like people don't know what you look like, so they're guessing the whole time. What does he look like? What does he look like? What does he look like?
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
From your sponsors, because obviously those are the people that are paying you to post, right? Or to film you and get content. Or are you able to kind of get by with, like, look, this is me. I put a hoodie on. I'm covered up. You can get footage of me training for the Arnold the Olympia, but it's going to look like this rather than shirtless.
I mean, I won't go shirtless. I'm not saying I've never done videos shirtless, because I have. But when I'm like prepping, like knee deep into the show, it's funny. Even when I go to booths, when I'm dieting or not dieting, my sponsors will literally came up to me every year. I'm at like the Arnold and Olympia, and they've been like, "Hey, can you like take your jacket off and like at least like put a t-shirt on?" Because you know what it is too, and Jose will agree to this, and Jose probably knows exactly what I'm going to say. Is that I'm sorry, I'm moving. I'm getting in my car. I don't have good genetics, right? Can you hear me?
You have great beard genetics.
My genetics suck. And Jose, you've said it a million fucking times. And I know my genetics are awful. And I don't have really bodybuilding genetics. The problem is I'm okay with that. Hold on. Okay. And
Chris said you're like buying a bad apartment in a bad part of town and making it shine.
Like turn it into a mansion.
Yeah.
Oh, my Bluetooth is gonna kick over.
Look at Guy. He's gonna speed. He's gonna beep at people. He's got severe anger management.
No, I'm not gonna beep at anybody. I love you.
You're gonna be swearing.
I got what? It is hot out though. I'm sweating my ass off already.
All right.
So what was I saying?
You were saying that you're gonna be a mansion in the Olympia this year. So Nate, now's your chance to roast Guy.
Well, he's frozen.
After he roasts your girlfriend, how do we roast him? Taki said he's gonna send you pictures in a couple of months where his arms are just as big as yours. Guy.
I'll fucking smack you.
Guy, have you ever measured your arms?
No, because I don't want to know what they are, because I'll be depressed.
It's like measuring your penis, right?
No, that I get excited.
You're like, I'm up to 4.8. So, how big do you think you are?
I got to take out the big.
The yardstick? Guy, you're feeling miserable.
I think about 20 inches before my surgery now, I don't even want to know.
17?
I don't even know.
No.
I would want to say 18 or 9, but I know that's not. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. That was the only depressing thing about getting that surgery. Huh?
You got up to 20-inch arms?
Yeah, my arms were 20 inches. I don't have, like, it's weird. Like, I mean, some bodybuilders have oddly shaped, like, body parts. Like, David Henry's got, like, crazy arms, but, like, in his back double bicep, like, they're almost non-existent because his tricep is so big. My front double bicep is probably my worst pose. But if you look at my side shots, like my side chest and my side, like, pretty big. But in the front, my front double bicep is where I get exposed with my weaknesses. And I hate hitting that shot. It's the first shot we always hit.
Well, it's similar to David's in that you have such a short bicep. So
yeah.
It doesn't look as big.
And it's even shorter now because they cut it and reattached it with that surgery. That's what they did.
But they didn't cut it at the elbow.
They cut it at the labrum and dropped it down. So what it did was it shortened the bicep.
Shortened it even more. Oh.
Yeah. Because they cut my bicep tendon away from my labrum and reattached it into my humerus.
They did both of them, right?
Yeah, they did my right, and then 5 weeks later did my left.
Wow.
Yep. And then I came back and did 5 shows and fucking couldn't figure out the last 24 hours until the last show of the year.
That's pretty crazy. How soon after surgery did you start your prep for the next show?
My surgery was June and July. I didn't start training until September. I didn't start training until October 1st.
Oh, shit.
October, November, December, January, February, March. I started dieting in April. April or sometime in March, because I dieted for the first show. I dieted 19 weeks.
Wow.
So, but with me, dieting isn't really like dieting, because with me, if I'm dieting, I'm actually eating. Huh?
What was the first show that year?
Chicago, and that's when I got sick.
I thought you looked good there, though. I was there.
I did, but the problem is that I couldn't. I took a pain med for my back because I threw my back out putting my dog in the car the day before I got on the plane. The doctor called me in a prescription. He ended up the script and the prescription bottle didn't have the same milligram dose, so I didn't know which one to go off of, so I went off the one that the doctor gave me. I ended up taking too much and pretty much like overdosing on it. And I left Wednesday morning. We left for Chicago. I was puking profusely the whole entire time. And I puked on the plane.
Craig?
No, John Jewett, didn't he?
In Chicago?
Or was that Tampa? No, that was Wendell Floyd. Was it Wendell Floyd?
No.
It was a black guy that won in Chicago.
Yeah, that was my guy. I prepped him for that.
What was his name?
Are you serious? Lloyd Dollar.
Lloyd Dollar, that's it. I said Wendell Floyd. I couldn't think. Yeah, he won. And you didn't. And you.
Yes.
What did you think of that show?
That was like the biggest I ever seen you on stage.
I wasn't even that big.
You looked big. Maybe because the lineup was full of like Lloyd is not big, but he's real pretty, real well put together. You know.
Yeah.
Like your legs looked a lot bigger.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And so that was that show, and then Tampa, we tried some with the diuretics. I don't remember, that didn't work. And then we went to Romania. We did no diuretics, or we did no aldactone or something. That didn't work. Then we went to Cali. We tried no diuretics, but we tried alcohol, like a little bit of vodka and black coffee a couple times a day. Yeah. That ended up backfiring because I ended up sweating my ass off on stage, and it was just disgusting. And then we figured it. Chris figured it out for Niagara, and I looked. There were 3 guys that beat me in Niagara, or the 3 guys that beat me in Cali, and 6 days later I smoked them in Niagara. So that's how fast your body can change.
Yeah. So that guy at Niagara that came second to you, he was really good. The Asian guy?
He was very big and very watery.
Yeah. What?
I said if he would have came and peeled, he would have been hard to beat.
Yeah, he would. He was a big dude. Big, thick dude.
And he improved a lot from prejudging tonight's show.
Yeah.
So if you look at those pictures, substantially. So like he lost 10 pounds of water.
So do you think these shows are all going to happen, or you think we're in trouble? What would be your gut?
I think we're in trouble because all I see is people posting up, canceled, moved to 2021. I mean, so let me ask you a question. Would you go to the Olympia and compete with no audience?
If I were still competing, if this happened in 2013 and I still had a chance to stand next to Flex Lewis and beat his ass, then yeah, I would go do it.
Oh no, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm saying I think there's a lot of people that won't do it because there's no audience. I don't give a fuck if there's nobody there.
Yeah,
but I think there's some people that it's going to turn them off.
Well, here's the problem: if there's no fans at all, I mean, how are they going to pay you? How they're going to pay for your flight, hotel, prize money, with no fans? That he's going to take a multi-million-dollar hit.
I don't think they can do it. I can't see them doing it. I think if it gets to the point, that's what we're seeing with even local shows, right? They just canceled the Boston Jay Cutler after moving it twice. And it's if they can't have spectators, they can't make money. So they're just canceling it.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel bad for the guy Jake because it's like his first year running an O and he ran into a fucking shitstorm.
Yeah. So,
like Athleticon's been canceled already, right?
2021, they moved it to October 2021.
That's the smart thing is like don't even attempt to do it.
Get on the fucking road, you idiot.
So, Guy, you've say they cut the 212 division. Would you keep competing or would you hang it up? You did Australia in the Open before. Would you continue to just try it to compete?
I would try it and just because if it happens right now, I'm not ready to retire.
Yeah.
So I always said when I'm going out on my own fucking terms in my own way. And if I'm not ready right now because I have a couple things I still want to do in the sport and things I want to accomplish. And if that meant I had to go up to an open class and compete, so be it. You know, I've done it twice and it didn't really happen horribly. You know, I mean, I took 5th in Australia. It was a pretty good lineup, you know. And I took 6th in Brazil in open. So it's like
you did Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. I actually nobody told me to not drink the water, and I got there, as soon as I got there, I showered and brushed my teeth, and within a couple hours later, I was fucking diarrhea and nauseous, and it was bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Malaria?
I definitely. Huh?
You had malaria? Did you bring baby wipes with you?
Always.
Good for you.
Always got to carry the baby wipes. That's like emergency.
Good guy.
Guy, have you given thought to, let's say you got another 3 or 4 years?
Two or three.
What you want to do after you retire?
I'm already. I'm trying to take this fucking hoodie off. It's hot as fuck. I'm gonna eventually have my own brand as far as supplements go at some point. Because I feel like too many people wait until they're retired, but like years on end, and then come out with a supplement line. And I feel like you get a better ROI doing it while your name is still relevant in the sport. So I have a couple ideas in mind for like names, and I've been thinking about this for a while now. But I signed with another sponsor because I don't want to do that now and put 100% into that and not put 100% into bodybuilding, because bodybuilding is what got me to where I am. So I want to be able to put 100% effort into that and then when I retire, before I retire, I'll have the line. But then when I'm retired, I'll be able to put 100% effort into that and not have to distract myself from like having to eat, having to train at this time, having to do cardio, so travel, appearance. Like it'll be good for me.
What's the name of your line gonna be?
I got a couple names in mind. But I haven't. No, nothing with my name in it.
What is it?
One of them was like homegrown. The other one was called Roots. There was another one. I have notes on all this stuff.
OG Sups.
Sidewalk Cracker. Wasn't that CT's like one of his flavors?
Yeah, it was.
Sidewalk Cracker.
You know what's funny, guy? Do you? I don't know if you know this. I have a musician friend of mine, a guy named Joe Bonamassa, who's like blues rock. And,
why do you keep throwing music in my face?
Yeah, and so a buddy of Joe Bonamassa, who's in the blues guitar scene, is a guy named Kurt Fletcher, who's CT's younger brother, who's a killer blues guitar player. And
really?
So my buddy Joe knows Kurt really well, had no idea that his brother was CT, didn't know who CT was. And Kurt's like a heavier guy, a big teddy bear, the nicest guy, will never raise his voice, super soft-spoken. And I just sent Joe the C.T. Fletcher documentary, My Magnificent Obsession. And he's like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, you'd have to meet.
You wouldn't have no idea?
To see how different C.T. is.
That's funny.
But yeah, C.T.'s brother is just a killer blues guitar player.
That's crazy. I don't know. I love Jose too. Jose loves music. I know he does, whether he fucking says it or not.
I do. I'm a great singer.
According to who?
Me. A couple beers in me. I'm the best.
You got to come out to
I got a story
with my girlfriend who you roasted. Sings at Mastro's Steakhouse, and Jose comes out, has a few too many beers, and starts singing along.
Oh wait, it was your girl that I roasted. Oh my god.
The Chinese girl.
I didn't want to roast her. I even said it.
And then I texted you and I said you got to do it.
I was like,
No, she was disappointed.
Sorry,
Nate.
Sorry.
No. We were disappointed. You guys took it too easy on her.
I just, you know what it is? It's like I can only imagine. Like I only have a 9% female audience. I can only imagine if I fucking just like went off the deep end.
Yeah, you probably would have had a 10.
I probably would have had fucking 0 and a lot of death threats.
So quickly, we want to give Fuad's podcast a plug because we love that. We watch that. It's hilarious. It's a good
have a great time.
Yeah, you can tell you guys have fun. And Fuad has a uncanny type of comedic
personality.
Yeah. His personality is very bland yet funny. Like not bland. Maybe dry. Yeah. But it's hilarious. It looks fun. It's doing great. So kudos to him.
You know what? I got a funny story before we go because this just happened. And I'm not going to say who I called because I don't want to throw names out. But so there was a post that was put up the other day or yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, I can't.
God damn it. Get the question out.
I think it was by.
Wait, you're going to have to start over.
What happened?
We missed everything from where you said you made a phone call. We're missing everything. Nate, what do you think he made a phone call to?
Man, I don't know.
Are you
broken with Fuad?
Oh, no, but he said, I don't want to say who it was. I know who he's signing with. Should I out him right now?
This isn't coming out until I'll put it out Monday anyway, so the news will already be out.
I know who he's signed with.
I want to get in. Don't out me from the.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, finish your story. You made a phone call the other day.
I said, do you? Yeah. I go, do you know a guy named Big Lenny?
Big Lenny, the guy with the big stomach
Yes.
down in Florida. He's one of the
Yeah.
what do they call them? Misfits?
L.A. Misfits or some shit.
Yeah.
So he thought it was him because his name was.
You gotta be kidding. This is what you get when your guest is driving.
And he started commenting on these fucking reading nasty, like overly. What?
Big Lenny was nasty to you?
He should have seen. So it gets better. On Instagram, he was calling me like, I'm a pussy, I'm 140 pounds, I get my ass kicked, I'm fucking nobody, I suck as a bodybuilder. But then it went on to go to Facebook. And then he attacked my mom.
No.
Called my mom a fucking whore.
No.
Said, I have all the screenshots. Said on my Father's Day post to my dad, I'm going to kill your son and then kill you just like Luke.
What? Call Palumbo. Palumbo
listen.
helps him or something.
So I screenshotted all that, and then I did what you just said. Yeah. And I sent Dave and it wasn't about Dave, but I got the guy's number. And right before this podcast, I called him and he picked up. And he goes, hello? I go, who's this? He's like, oh, it's Lenny. And I go, Lenny, you know who this is? He's like, oh, no, I don't. And I'm like, it's Guy Cisternino. I go, listen, bro. I said, I know you don't fucking like me. I said, because you've talked shit about me in the past. I said, I really don't care. I said, Dave stuck up for you and said this had nothing to do with you. And he said it was probably like some troll doing it. I said, I'm giving you a chance to tell me if it was you. I said, because I'm about 3 seconds from booking a flight to Florida. I said, I'll come to Florida. I said, I'll fucking put you in a casket. I go, I don't play around when it comes to shit like this. I go, you want to fucking talk about me? You can talk about me. I said, the minute you bring my fucking family or my fucking nieces and nephews into it, I said, I'll fucking go to jail so I'll put a bullet in you. I said, I swear to God, I'm not playing. And he actually said it was not him. And he said, I would never say anything that nasty, especially about Luke or kids. And I go, well, then you can forget what I said. I go, I appreciate you being honest. I said, I got no issues with you. I said, the guy that was doing it, the name was Big Lenny. I go, I looked it up. There's like 5 fucking Big Lenny accounts, all with your fucking face. I said, so I didn't know if it was you. I said, Palumbo stuck up for you. I said, so I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I said, I'm glad it wasn't you. So now I don't know who it was. But my brother called me at 6:45 this morning, fucking going berserk. My brother was like, I'll drive to Florida today.
Why the dude keeps it up?
He called my sister-in-law a whore. Called my brother's kids meth children.
Wow. Just
yeah.
block them, whoever it is.
I did.
I think it's.
Like I can tolerate a lot of fucking hate. I can't tolerate shit about my family. I can't.
Yeah, I get you. I think it's the people from the last company you were with.
I don't know. But I will say, Lenny was a nice guy, so I'm not going to bash him. I know he might be a little delusional, but he wasn't a dick to me. He wasn't disrespectful, and he was apologetic. And Dave said he didn't think Lenny would do that. He goes, Lenny's a little, like, upstairs. He was like, but he's an actually good guy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you took my messages the wrong way. I'm going to have to change my profile pic next time.
You have to call Joanne.
Yeah.
I told her, I'm reading the comments to my mom and my dad on the phone. My mom's like, ooh, and she's like laughing. I go, Mom, it says that I should have been a cum stain and not a son. Like, why are you laughing?
Yeah, that is funny.
Oh, God.
Clearly someone a little more clear-headed than the actual Lenny. You would have got a bunch of, like, mistyped shit.
Yeah. And then there was another guy that was coming on there, and his name was Porch Monkey, and he's attacking all the black people.
Yeah, you got to delete those people immediately.
I did. I actually screenshotted it, put it in my story, and said, report this account. I go, and feel free to bash him. I said, because I go, he's the most racist son of a bitch I've ever seen on Instagram.
Oh, I'd start giving out money. I'd be like, $100 to whoever finds this person.
I give fucking thousands out for somebody who did that.
Yeah, why are you so generous? That's because you're making all the big bucks with this new signing you're about to unveil. I'm gonna unveil it as soon as we hang up with you. He's
probably will too.
Everyone ready? He's signing with Osama bin Laden subs. You're gonna be the perfect friend for that.
Where there's a beard hair in every jug.
Yeah. And if you ingest it, you grow 20% more muscle tissue.
Anabolic.
Yeah, it is. That beard is anabolic as hell. All right, listen, we've been on here for well over an hour. I have 11% left in this battery. I thank you very much, Guy, for coming on. Next time, could you sit still for a minute so you don't lose service, and we can actually have.
I'll be back in my house, and I won't have to bounce around all over the place.
Yeah, we want to bring you on and play some games with you. Do a little trivia.
Let's do it. My house will be done the end of this week coming, so let's shoot for like maybe the weekend or the next following week.
Yeah, we'll figure the following week is good.
We'll get Guy on to perform a song too. You got to have something, a recital by then. Right?
You got to prepare something for us.
And then we'll line up more of our friends, Jose, to have Guy roast them.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's get Sam. Sam from Money.
Yeah, there you go.
Have him roast.
Actually, I think we should get McKella, but McKella can in real time.
Oh, McKella, I love McKella's the best.
Yeah, you guys roast each other.
Yeah.
She's a professional roaster.
That's because she fucking wears the pants.
That's because she's Italian. She's a crazy Italian broad. That's why you understand her.
They're nuts.
You grew up with a sister and a mother. Crazy.
My mom's great. My mom's out of her mind.
She's sweet, though.
She's the best.
Right. We're going to let you go, Guy. Nate, any wise words for him?
Let's get online. I'll give you a free guitar lesson. See if we can get you up and running on the song.
Let's go. Let's send. Get my number from Jose.
All right.
Yeah, you got to video it though, and I want to see it.
That's fine.
That'll be great. All right, be careful.
All right, bud. Love you, kid.
Don't beat anyone up. Love you, brother.
I won't. All right, bud.